Coming up on Hashtag That, the Boston Marathon was held for the second time since the bombing.
Another celebrity couple welcomes a child.
And public safety has an email mishap. All this and more on this week's Hashtag That.
Hello and welcome to Hashtag That. I'm Nick Amador, here with Dorah, Labatte, and Neliana Ferraro. The 119th Boston Marathon kicked off Monday morning and security was tight for the race. This is the second marathon since the bombing that killed 3 people and injured more than 200 others in 2013. 30,000 runners took part in the race, with over 1 million people spectating and cheering them on. What a great way for the Boston to really show support and come together after such tragic events.
Yeah, definitely, especially since this is the time when the jury is listening for penalty, to decide the penalty for the convicted Boston bomber.
Yeah.
They are deciding between the death penalty and life without parole.
Yeah, I actually was reading that the trial was starting, I think today, for the next victim, the next suspect, I mean. And then I also watched a video, I think on YouTube, where as one of the runners that was injured during the Boston bombings, she like crossed the finish line and like cried and like touched the ground, and it was really touching.
Yeah, definitely some heartwarming stuff.
It was definitely a tragic event, and I'm glad that the community can come together and still go on and carry this tradition that they have every year.
Exactly. It's a lot of people too, like 1 million people to spectate an event. Like, where do they put them all?
Well, it's a lot of coordination.
It's a lot of
A lot of work by the Boston Police Department. I'm sure it takes a lot of planning.
Yeah, definitely.
Most obituaries don't turn into political statements, but in the case of the North Carolina man, that's exactly what happened. 81-year-old Larry Durrell Upright died last week, and his family wrote in his obituary that mourners should respect his wishes by not voting for Hillary Clinton in 2016. The obituary also asked for donations to a Florida Children's Hospital in lieu of flowers. While donations are nice, what do you guys think of his odd, political requests?
I think it's kind of rude. I mean, I understand, your views, but I don't think those views should be shared in an obituary. I mean, a person passed away. What's the reason for saying, don't vote for Hillary Clinton now?
I think it's kind of funny. It's depending on his personality, obviously his family knows him best, but what if he did have that personality where he just goes off on something? Maybe he wrote that in his obituary.
Because it must say.
Yeah, I think it's funny. It's P.S. Don't vote for Hillary Clinton. It's whoo. But I don't know. I think it's a fun little joke, and he had his little moment of fame, even in death. So.
I think it has to be with his personality. If you knew him and that was something he would say, you'd find it funny. But if you're just a reader that's reading the paper and you see it and you're like, wow, that's kind of catches you off guard.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of people commented on the post saying oh yeah, I'll definitely do it. Obviously playing along with it.
I mean, there's a difference between a joke and an actual campaign for it. So they made a whole Facebook website don't vote for
really?
Clinton.
Oh, I did not hear that.
The guy made it?
No, his family. He's dead. He's dead.
Okay.
He's dead and gone.
His family has taken over his will and all of his
I wasn't
wishes.
sure. And they're not voting for Hillary Clinton, I don't think.
I mean, I'm assuming not if they're honoring their relative.
Maybe they'll vote for Monica Lewinsky if she ran.
That would be interesting. Interim Chief of Public Safety Edgar Rodriguez sent out 2 emails to the student body on Monday. They were sent within a couple minutes of each other and had some students raising their metaphorical eyebrows. The emails were about the New Haven shuttles being canceled for the weekend before finals. The first email was a reply to Assistant Chief James Neely thanking him for the email. Students were CC'd on that email. This still had the automatic tag sent from my iPhone. The second email had the original email Neely had sent to Rodriguez. Some students complained on Yik Yak about the unprofessionalism of having the tag still in the email and about getting a forwarded message. One person yacked, quote, "that moment when you get a reply email as a shuttle announcement," end quote. Another yacker got sassy, writing, quote, "thanks, sent from my iPhone," end quote. What do you guys think about this email dilemma?
Just one word. Awkward.
Things happen. I mean, I've done it. People do it all the time. I don't think it's that big of a deal, and people are just complaining because they want to complain. It's like an email. Get over it.
I mean, I think it could have been a whole lot worse. Imagine if it was just not a thank you. What if it was oh, these darn students, down with them.
Then I would agree with you. But I think that at the point where we're at right now, it's a thank you. You're gonna get mad over a thank you? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I think people are they have very high expectations for public safety, even if he is an interim position holding that for right now. I remember a couple years ago, there was a chain, I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you were here,
Yes, the
but
party
people,
chain.
yes, the party chain, people replied all, and it just
I think it was the
kept
party
going
chain
and
of like
going.
2011 or 2012. Got a good laugh out of that one.
Yes.
But I think like for him being an intern, like I mean, obviously he's doing a very good job. If he has one little step up, I mean, he does.
Yeah, that was a bit much. I think people, like, for the most part, if you're doing it out of, like, comedy, like, ha ha ha,
exactly.
send for my iPhone.
You can't win them all. Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel shared a first look at their newborn baby son. Justin Instagrammed a photo of the baby Silas in the arms of his wife, Jessica Biel. Although he is barely a week old, Silas is already rooting for dad's favorite NBA team, Memphis Grizzlies. Do you all think it's odd that he did it for free? I feel like celebrities usually charge for their baby photos, and he just posted it on Instagram.
I think it's probably the love of the team. Like,
Finally.
why not? It's
Usually,
like,
like,
cute little baby.
yeah.
Like.
Usually you see it in like People magazine for like, okay, $1 million and we'll buy the Justin Timberlake's baby's photo. So I think that for him sharing it himself, that was kind of nice.
Yeah, I think it makes him like a normal person. Like, since he's not selling the photos, he's just an average guy posting about his baby. So.
Then again, Justin Timberlake is awesome, so it makes sense. It makes a lot
I mean,
of sense.
and it's only a week. It's only been out for a week. Usually, like, we wait months to see a baby photo. For it to be out in a week, I'm props to that.
Yeah, maybe he just thinks his baby is so beautiful. It's a gift to the world. Here
And
you
he
go.
posted it, not even Jessica Biel. So I thought that was interesting
Really?
too.
Oh, okay.
I thought like Jessica Biel would post it, then he would follow. But for him to post it
Yeah.
and she still hasn't mentioned it.
I think celebrities are just so dramatic. Like, that's just like a nonchalant thing. Just post it.
The name is
That's
also
okay.
pretty interesting, but you know,
Yeah. It sounds like a
That's-
god kind of.
that's
Silas.
celebrities for you. Can't really win them all, right?
It's not Northwest, so.
It's not.
Can't
It's not
complain.
Blue Ivy.
Before we go to commercial break, check out this week's Instagram of the Week, sponsored by the Bobcat Shop. This week's Instagram of the Week is brought to you by the Bobcat Shop. The Bobcat Shop is your source for custom printing and embroidery for your team, organization, or group. The Bobcat Shop is located on 1010 Shervin Avenue, just 2.5 miles from the Mount Carmel campus. This week's Instagram is by @SailingBrit, who posted this photo from atop the sleeping giant. Make sure to follow us at #ThatQU on Instagram and Twitter for a chance to be featured on our show.
We are your source for entertainment news.
The Bobcat Shop, located at 1010 Sherman Avenue in Hamden. Your #1 choice for Bobcat merchandise. The Bobcat Shop features 2 floors of countless styles and colors. With a full 19,000 square foot screen printing and embroidery operation on the premises, Campus Customs and Simplify can design and decorate any garment or promotional product as quickly as needed. Stop in and say hi.
Welcome to Joya Spa and Salon in Hamden. Whether you want a new look or the perfect wedding day hair, come to us for complete hair and nail care, cuts, styles, updos, extensions, and beautiful dimensional hair color, as well as manis and pedis, acrylics, gels, and shellac. Treat yourself to a facial, a peel, or microdermabrasion. Relax with a variety of massage techniques, including Swedish and hot stone massage. Joya Spa and Salon. Call today.
The ACDC has pleaded guilty to a charge of threatening to kill a former employee. Phil Rudd could face up to 7 years in prison after his guilty plea in a New Zealand court. He also pleaded guilty to drug possession. The prosecutor says Rudd called and threatened to kill a former assistant several times last fall. His sentencing is scheduled for June. Are you guys shocked that he pleaded guilty? I feel like celebrities sometimes just
Try to get out
try
of
to
it.
get out of it.
Try to get out of it easy.
Well, that's dramatic. That's all I have to say. That's
That he pleaded
wow.
guilty?
No, that the whole like scenario. It's
Oh
dramatic.
yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, I wonder if it was like a casual, like you know. When
He's
you
a little
say
off his
something
rocker.
Like, oh, I could kill you, like that. Oh, I don't know. I
he's
didn't
he's a
really
little
say
off
that,
his
but I
rocker.
know
You get
people
that?
do
It's
say
kind of he's
that.
like a rocker, off his rocker. No, you guys don't get that. I tried to make it
I
funny.
know.
Well, I tried.
Went over the head.
But I think like celebrities, like they always get like a really good lawyer, and then they just get out of it. But like I guess I'm not happy that he pleaded guilty.
I mean,
but
if he is taking responsibility for his actions, that would be honorable, I guess. But I just think it's bizarre. Like you are a celebrity, you have money. Why would you like be
Why do you do that?
threatening to kill
No,
people? Like what? That's totally unnecessary.
I don't think it's bizarre. I mean, he did something immoral, and he wants to, repent. So he pleaded guilty.
Yeah, but why do it in the first place? That's like the most random crime ever.
I mean,
like,
he's pleading guilty and now going to serve time in prison.
and that's a long time.
What is it,
Did you say
7 years?
You
Yeah.
said 7 years. That's really a long time.
I know.
Especially when you're in a band, they're gonna kick him out probably.
I personally
That's what
think-
I would guess.
Oh.
It's like you're out.
I mean, I personally think he should have just killed the guy if he was gonna plead guilty.
Dorah! Oh my god. No, we do not support murder here.
Never mind.
Okay, so Ray and Mike's Deli came out with a new burger called the 420 Burger. It's a double cheeseburger with American Swiss and cheddar cheese. It also has onion rings, bacon, and barbecue sauce. Another burger they offer on April 20th is the Medical Marinara. Would you guys eat any of these burgers?
Honestly, I'm not a fan.
Really?
I like my burgers with a burger and a bun and some fries.
Really? That plain?
Yeah, I don't just like all those additions. Like, first of all, calories. Second of all, why do you need all that? Like,
I support the bacon. I really love bacon. I don't necessarily like ketchup on my burgers, but bacon definitely.
I see, when I think of bacon, I think of Piglet from Winnie the Pooh, so I just can't do it. I can't do it. Because I love Piglet from Winnie the Pooh, and that's what I think of.
That sounds terrible.
See, now you guys don't want to eat that
What are
burger.
you guys doing? Like, I feel like I should also say something like crazy. Like,
I'm just
oh
trying to get my point across.
You just
That's
ruined
terrible.
my childhood.
Well,
like,
thanks a lot. I
Yeah.
guess I'm not having bacon for breakfast tomorrow.
I was just about to say I don't eat hamburgers, but now
Really?
What, do you also think of like a lovely like childhood memory as you eat that
no.
food?
I don't know. I don't see the interest in hamburgers. I think it's like a patriotic thing. I don't know. I just don't like how they feel in my mouth. Is that weird? Is that a weird thing to say?
No, my sister also hates hamburgers, so I know where you're coming from. It's not like totally weird, but she does like hot dogs. So what are your feelings?
If you don't, I mean, you can't. I heard McDonald's also pulled the chicken selects off the menu again.
Really?
I know. So
'Cause it's,
who
like,
knows? I
gross,
mean, they probably found another chicken leg in it or something.
McDonald's.
You said, how do I feel
why?
about hot dogs? Okay, this is a good story. In middle school, I was a pre-nursing major, and I had a course on like
middle
foods.
school?
Yeah, I was a pre-nursing major. It's weird, yes. Journalism, pre-nursing doesn't go hand in
Yeah,
hand.
but middle school, you start off
Yeah,
at
it was pretty intense.
All right.
So
go
we
for
watched
it.
a video on how hot dogs are made, and basically they take a bunch of baby chicks and they grind them together. So like, when you're eating it, and you feel like a little hard bone, that's like either the baby chick's nail or
So
like
now
their teeth.
relate that back to Piglet being bacon.
Bye, everyone. I just have to go cry for a couple days.
I'm just saying.
And never eat
Anyways.
again. That's why you eat salad.
Anyways, before we go to commercial break, check out this week's Instagram of the Week, sponsored by the Bobcat Shop.
Laser Medica Derma Centers is a new philosophy in skincare for all ages. We are dedicated to offering the most technologically advanced and least invasive skincare treatments. Show your Q card and receive 20% off any procedure. We also provide microdermabrasion and Botox treatments, all performed in a relaxing spa environment. We are conveniently located at 52 Washington Avenue in North Haven, just down the street from Quinnipiac's North Haven campus. Call to schedule a free consultation and find out how Laser Medica can give you smooth, sexy skin all year long.
The Bobcat Shop, located at 1010 Sherman Avenue in Hamden. Your #1 choice for Bobcat merchandise. The Bobcat Shop features 2 floors of countless styles and colors. With a full 19,000 square foot screen printing and embroidery operation on the premises, Campus Customs and Simplify can design and decorate any garment or promotional product as quickly as needed. Stop in and say hi.
And we have a
Back to his Hollywood days.
This is my mom.
Welcome to A Sheer Sensation, North Haven's premier cosmetology service, located at 140 Washington Avenue, minutes from Hamden. We offer an array of services, from basic cuts and colors to lash extensions and formaldehyde-free keratin treatments. We also provide hair chalk and styling for men. When you spend $60, your Q card will get you 10% off. Call us at 203-239-6477 to make your next appointment at A Sheer Sensation.
Full House is getting fuller. Netflix has confirmed that the popular 1990s show will be making a comeback in 2016. The show will be focusing on DJ Tanner, a widowed and pregnant veterinarian, and her children. Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler will also be main characters. Other members of the original cast are set to make appearances as well. What do you guys think about Full House coming back around?
I hate when TV does this. Like, just let it die. Like, it was a good series.
It was a
in the game.
beautiful death.
Yeah, but like, don't bring it back. I don't know. I just don't like it when they try to like.
See, I
piece
don't
things together.
mind it, but I'm wondering if they're gonna go back to the same house.
Oh.
Because that could be cool if they have like the same setup, the same location.
I wonder if it's even available. Well,
beautiful
no, it was
San
a set.
Francisco. It was?
Yeah, okay, so
Okay.
their house was a set, but when they did the outside shot, that was like a random house.
Well,
so they might be able to pull that
Yeah,
off.
I mean, I
but
think it'll be cool still. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, you never know. Look, I mean, a lot of Netflix shows do really well. House of Cards, Orange is the New
Yeah.
Black. So, I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
we'll
I
see
don't
what
know.
happens.
I
mean,
think
it
it
could
should
be
be.
cool.
It's interesting just because, like, they've all gotten older. Like,
Yeah, I'm happy the Olsen twins aren't going to be there though because they
Yeah.
they fell off the deep end and woof.
that's a mess.
That
I wonder
could be a
how they're
train
gonna
wreck.
explain that though. It's like, oh, they are like.
They're doing drugs.
We don't talk about them anymore, children.
Everyone does drugs, guys. Now, come on.
Yes, but
Let's
now
hear it.
that they went a little bit too far. The fact that their like eyes were hollowed out, that was like, you look scary now. I don't know if I can support you.
The heavy eyeliner doesn't help either. Just like putting that out there.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like.
You're like,
NYU.
how to do makeup by the Olsen twins. Don't check it out.
Moving on, the Quinnipiac Film Society took prizes to the next level this year with an extravagant Quinnies. They had a flat screen TV, an iPad, an Xbox, and an Amazon gift card. All of the raffle prizes were for the public. The judges got $100 gift cards for their efforts. Winners of the actual film categories each got a giant trophy and a Blu-ray DVD player. There was also free Chipotle and candy. What do you guys think about this year's Quinnies and their prizes?
I thought it was totally awesome. I loved it. Even though I didn't win the prizes personally, I got Chipotle. I got candy. I got cotton candy. It was like free stuff extravaganza.
So like, how many movies do they actually show at the Quinnies?
A lot.
It was pretty long.
It was a 3-hour event with a 1-hour red carpet.
I've never actually
Four and a
been to it.
half?
4.5 hours.
Okay, I missed at least an hour
have a
of that
red
because I did
carpet?
that. Yes, they have a red carpet event. We actually covered it. The Q30 Entertainment Department covered it. The finished product should be coming out later this week, so
That's
make
exciting.
sure to check out Q30television.com for that.
It's very exciting.
It was very cool. We got to interview some of the directors. They were very interesting movies. I actually cried during one of them.
I just thought it was funny that one of the prizes was a Blu-ray DVD player. Like, I mean, like, who doesn't have a Blu-ray player?
This one actually.
Me personally, my dad has one, but I would love a free thing. You could even resell it. Like some of
I know, but
prizes are
you
great.
can't win them all, right?
Actually, they announced when they gave the Blu-ray DVD player, they were like, "This is not a regular one," because they said if you plug it into your TV, it makes it a smart TV. So
Yes,
if
it
you don't
gives
have
you
a
apps.
smart TV,
okay.
It gives you
See,
apps.
well,
It
you should have
was
said that,
so
then I would have.
cool. Well, there's just so many free stuff that were involved. You just can't say it all. You should be there. So go to the
sure.
next Queenies. Hopefully, it will be just as exciting and prize winning.
The trophies weren't mediocre either. They were pretty fancy.
Yes, they actually were they looked like they were made out of crystal. I'm sure they weren't because that would have been like $1 bajillion. But it was so intense where it was like, if you won one of those trophies, it basically looks like you won
Let's be real.
something extremely significant.
We don't have the budget for that.
Yes, we don't, but apparently
They do.
QFS did this year and they ran with it.
Okay. You're watching Hashtag That on Q30, sponsored by the Bobcat Shop. Stay tuned.
Occupational therapy is a holistic, client-centered health profession that helps people of all ages and abilities engage in the meaningful activities they want or need to do on a daily basis.
Occupational therapy is a health profession that helps people across the lifespan fulfill their roles, regain independence, and participate in their environment.
An occupation is any activity performed by an individual on a daily basis.
These occupations can be associated with many roles. For example, a parent, a student, a friend, a musician. It's really more than just work.
Occupational therapists understand that functional performance is not only influenced by the physical components, but also the social, emotional, cognitive, and sensory aspects of the individual.
Someone with a wrist injury may have trouble getting dressed in the morning, or even a child with autism will have trouble participating with their peers in class.
Occupational therapy practitioners can expand their focus to groups or communities too, developing programs that promote health, well-being, and participation, or address specific issues like low vision, driver safety for older adults, post-secondary transitions for young adults with disabilities, and fall prevention.
We serve clients with autism, Alzheimer's, schizophrenia, traumatic brain injury, substance abuse disorder, and many more. You can find an occupational therapist working in a school, a mental health center, and even in the home.
An occupational therapy practitioner can specialize in many areas such as mental health, children and youth, rehabilitation, productive aging, work and industry, and health and wellness. You would need occupational therapy if you're having difficulty doing the things that you want or need to do on a daily basis, or if you're at risk for developing an injury or illness.
We incorporate what's meaningful for you into the rehabilitation process.
The Bobcat Shop, located at 1010 Sherman Avenue in Hamden. Your #1 choice for Bobcat merchandise. The Bobcat Shop features 2 floors of countless styles and colors. With a full 19,000 square foot screen printing and embroidery operation on the premises, Campus Customs and Simplify can design and decorate any garment or promotional product as quickly as needed. Stop in and say hi.
Okay, so highlights for this week look pretty solid. Men's hockey versus Yale, men's basketball Iona. Got some pretty nice graphics too, some OTSs, full screens.
Yeah, and I was also thinking for a feature idea, we could do something about head coach Ram Pecknell from the men's ice hockey squad with the new year and new players.
Yes, that definitely sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Where's Mike?
What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late.
What are you doing?
What? Freshman.
students celebrated Earth Day on Friday with fun activities like eating free food, lots of free stuff today, and holding snakes. But the state of Oregon is taking conservation to the next level. The Oregon Environmental Quality Commission approved an idea that would let brewers make beer from recycled sewage water. The Oregon Brew Crew came up with the idea as part of a contest hosted by the Clean Water Services. It hasn't been fully approved yet, but the Oregon Health Authority has said that the sewage beer is safe to drink. So, would you guys drink the sewage beer?
I don't think I could do it. I mean, it sounds like a good idea. It sounds like it could be conservative, like conservational,
like worthy.
But I don't think you will see me drinking that beer.
The sewage aspect really bothers me.
Really
like even
turns
if
me
it's
off.
like they said it was clear and the water is healthy, but
I don't know if I don't think I could do it. Nope.
What are they gonna do? Add carbon to dirty water? I'm confused.
I have no idea. I think, well, actually,
Are they gonna like purify it?
So they purify the water
Okay.
first, and then these distillers, they're like a club, they get together and they were experimenting for this contest. So apparently it's safe. I don't know
Well,
if that
I
will
guess-
catch on as like a cool hipster trend, but we will
Wait.
have to see.
We'll have to see how many
But
people get like diseases from that, and then I'll check it out.
Is it non-alcoholic beer?
That's not a thing.
I think it's I think it's
Is there
alcoholic
really?
beer though. The
Yes,
sewage
it is.
beer. Yeah.
Because they're like a brewer company that it's like their hobby where
Okay.
they experiment with different types of things. So it's their passion. So
Okay.
They found a new thing to work on, so we'll see how that works.
Wait, you said it's alcoholic beer.
Yes, it is.
So you're telling me if an underage child wants to go
What?
to a sewer
No!
and make beer
Oh my god.
and drink under the influence?
Dora, you have to listen to my story. They take the sewage water, transport it to a different location where they clean it, and then they go to their brewing area, take that cleaned water, and then make beer.
I'm understanding.
I'll
I'm
just
saying.
I'll just stick to Bud Light.
If it's too complicated, you shouldn't be drinking it. Okay, students on the Quinnipiac campus celebrated Earth Day with an eco-fashion show on the quad. Students who were enrolled in the eco-fashion wellness class created dresses and outfits out of recycled items and then modeled the clothing for the Quinnipiac community. Would you guys be able to put together an outfit like these we're going to show you right now?
I mean, I really do like them. We have like this one.
Yeah,
It's
so
pretty cool.
Yeah, so right
Yeah, a
now
lot
we're
of them
looking
I
at
like
the
them a lot.
one with a thing on the side. She has some paper coming down and like a skirt dress. I'm not
Yeah,
really sure
it looks really
how
good.
that would work. I think it's interesting that she had like the matching headband.
Just overall, the dresses, I think the outfits really look cool. I like the way they did them. It's like how
Yeah.
they incorporated earth materials, and it's not just like your typical like Oscar de la Renta dress or something.
I would never be creative enough to do this.
I don't think I could do it. I mean, they look good, like they really do. But
I can barely do regular crafts, so this would be taking it to the next level and would
Yeah.
be way too complicated.
I think, well, what I saw, like, what popped out to me was definitely the makeup. It was very elaborate and it looked really nice. They looked like fairies. It was very
Yeah.
cute. I loved it.
this one's like the butterfly look, and they have the newspapers. I think it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like a butterfly dress that they might have colored or painted, and then the skirt is more newspapery, and it seems like she also created a bag to go with it, which is interesting.
Definitely really cool. Oh, the makeup
this
of
is the
this
makeup
one.
you were
Yeah,
talking about.
Definitely cool. Definitely.
I think it's interesting, although I would rather them have like a tiger face. You know how they do that at carnivals? That would be very cool.
I mean, shout out to the models, really, because they were really wearing things that could
This
fall
and,
apart.
and I believe this is like I don't know. I think if they take a class or something on it, but definitely
think
some
it is
really
part of
good
the
some
class.
good work. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a fan of black lipstick though. That's a little bit scary.
Yeah.
At least for me. A little bit too much.
It's fashion, okay? It's fashion.
Yeah, you gotta
fashion
take
doesn't make
leaps.
sense, guys.
Yeah, so fashion shows, generally, I would never wear any of the clothes that they have on there.
Me either. That's all we have for you for this week.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at #thatQU for a chance to be featured on our show.
Have a good night.